Africa, a continent of boundless potential, rich in natural resources, and teeming with youthful energy. Yet, the narrative often falls short of this promise. Africa, a continent where the heartbeat of the world's future should be echoing louder and clear. So why does the pulse seem so faint? One word: leadership. Today, we're not pulling any punches. We are talking about how leadership, or the lack of it, is driving Africa into a crisis of epic proportions. Let's start with the economy. How can nations so rich in resources be drowning in debt and despair? It's not an accident. It's a betrayal. A betrayal by leaders who would rather fill their pockets than invest in their people. Next, political instability. We've seen leaders manipulate the system to stay in power, even if it means tearing their countries apart. A house divided against itself cannot stand, especially when the division is a political strategy. And then we have social inequalities. In this day and age, there is no excuse for the glaring gaps in healthcare, education, and social services. Leaders who neglect these basics are not leaders at all. They are failures. The brain drain is another scathing indictment of poor leadership. When your best and brightest would rather leave than stay, the message is clear. Our leaders have failed to create environments where talent can thrive. The culture of impunity is the last straw. When leaders operate above the law, when corruption is the rule rather than the exception, it's time to say enough is enough. Accountability is non-negotiable. So where do we go from here? It's not just about changing faces in leadership, it's about changing the culture of leadership itself. We need leaders willing to put their people first, their country first, and their own interests last. This is a call to action for every citizen, for every young person, for anyone who believes in the promise of Africa. If our leaders won't step up, then it's time for new leaders to rise. Lead the change, be the change. Africa's future is now.